New Artist Spotlight Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the New Artist Spotlight Podcast. I am Wilko Wilkes, and I'm absolutely baking at the moment in the heat of the Barbados of Europe, the UK.
Wilko Wilkes, remember the name.
And I am Big OG, you know me. It's Origin Cross. We are back again this week. As you know, we here to interview some of the best artists from the New Artist Spotlight playlist. And that is your plug, some of the most amazing, some of the newest music from independent artists from all around the globe.
That's right. And today's guests are no exception. Really looking forward to meeting them. The first time I'll get into that actually. But welcome to the show for now. Arnoldos Lizards, great to have you on.
Hi, Wilko. Hi, Origins.
Hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Which is, well, 1%.
I'm Shaq Dimensions. I'm a composer and the keyboardist from the band.
And I'm Álvaro Goko, Álvaro, the way you want to say it. And I'm the singer of the band and composer too.
Sweet.
And we're a little bit nervous because it's our first interview in English. So be patient with us.
Okay. It's not our first time. I don't think it's our first time interviewing somebody whose first interview in English that it was. So we'll work it out. We'll be good. We got this. We got you guys.
Better for us.
All right. So, let's quick introduction, right? Like, you guys have already introduced yourself, but introduce us to Arnoldos Lizards. Who you guys? How'd you get started? Kind of music do you make?
Well, I'm Shaq. I'm a keyboardist, composer, and producer from the band. I started playing piano when I have 14 years old as a hobby. When I have 18 years old, I introduced it to a professional band. And here we now.
Well, I started to sing in 2018, I guess. And then in 2020, we started dating. We are married now.
Oh, congrats.
And
Congrats.
we start with the band. We start composing, and then one day we have a lot of songs and say, okay, let's have a band.
That's
I
awesome.
used to be like a cover singer. I used to sing, I don't know, Amy Winehouse songs, things like that. And then we started composing. That was
Right. So it's even more like Guazzellians that we've got the husband-wife duo on the show as well. That's great to hear. And I love your music. I don't know if you are aware of this or whether, well, I don't know whether, because I know you're good friends with Andres, aren't you?
Yes.
But there was a few months ago, I think it was on Take 5 with Plummy and a Chum. And I was speaking to him and he asked me, like, is there any recommendations from New Artist Spotlight that I've been enjoying? And I said, yeah, there's a song called Motherships by Arnoldos Lizards that I'm absolutely loving. And Andres texted me and he was like, I can't believe you just shouted out Arnoldos Lizards. They're like my friends from my hometown.
Yeah,
So
that was mad. Yeah.
live in the same neighborhood. Yeah.
Did he introduce you to New Artist Spotlight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was, I don't know, like a year ago, a little bit less. Yes, and it was like blow our minds because we didn't know about this. It was a community of artists of the whole world. I don't know. It was amazing.
Yes.
Then we met Willjoy too, that now is part of one of our songs. And I don't know, it was like a big growth in our career.
Yes.
Well, we want to talk a little bit about the band and how everything started. And you want to say something about that?
No, you.
Well, Andres was a mixing engineer. He started to talk with Jack. He worked with Jack in his first band.
He was the producer of the project, digamos.
He was the producer of the project. And then when we started like composing some songs, we say, okay, let's talk with Andrew. Maybe he has something good to say. And then Andrew started to say, okay, you should make a band. And then everything started. And we are like in charge of composing all the songs, but the entire band is made of Ezequiel Volpe in
bass.
bass. Then we had Nacho Sosa in guitars and Gustavo Sembo in drums. This is the whole band. I guess the concept of the band is basically criticize everything that people are not allowed to criticize, that they are scared to criticize. I think that we want to criticize that what people is worried to talk about. That is the whole concept of the band.
Yeah, that's cool. You've been playing quite a few live gigs as well, haven't you? Yeah, it's another. I think I saw a picture. I've seen a few pictures of you on stage recently, so it's good to see that you're getting out there as well. So your released collection at the moment on Spotify is just one album, isn't it? Do you want to tell us a little bit about that album?
Was an album we made in a home mode way, but for COVID lockdown in our house. We thought
I don't know. We
nothing.
thought, yeah.
Without computer and this mic, and
I mean, we start composing with my cell phone and with my $100 computer.
yeah.
And well, he has his
synthesizer.
And I don't know, everything started like that. It's like we didn't have anything else to compose, and we have talent. Being humble. No.
Connection.
A lot
of connection, and
between us.
I'm sitting in the piano, and she comes and sings. The magic appears.
And with the rest with the band, they were our friends already. And we just called them.
They joined us from the band.
And that was all. Yeah.
So you guys kind of got together musically and then romantically, and all your friends were also musicians. So you guys just like one big musical community, or like it just happened to all the right people knew each other?
I think that we are we are the main composers, but the rest of the band is like what made us what we are right now. I think we can compose and make everything from the studio, but what make us what we are on live and the powerful band that we try to be is because of them, because of this community of musicians that is around us.
So what do you hope to achieve and accomplish through you guys' music? Where do you see yourselves going?
I think what we wanted and what we want is to reach people's life, nothing else. This is our only goal in music, is having someone saying, "Oh, I like this because, I don't know, criticize this thing," and that's all. We never thought about, I don't know, being rich or being famous. The only thing that we want is to reach someone's heart.
I like it. That's what music's all about. Very nice to hear. So I mean, you've done that for me as well. You've got several songs in my library, so it's all good. Sometimes cruising around in the car, listening to some Arnoldos Lizards. Good times. I love the way you blend like really funky music, but then it's also quite rocky, and like you've got quite like showy, sort of like complicated solos and stuff. Like you're really sort of showing off the music. I think and your transitions are just really nice. The way it like blends into it, sort of seamlessly transitions from super funky to like some mad guitar solo, like heavy metal style sort of rock solos and stuff. I like it a lot.
We think that is because we have a lot of musical influence around us. I mean, when I was 14, 15, I was a really heavy metal girl.
Me
Even
too.
if you can believe it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't a girl,
Um,
but I was close enough.
Yeah, and when I was a child, I used to love Madonna, and I want to be like Madonna, and then I have all that process that make me the singer that I am today and the musician that I am today, and also with Jack.
From classical music or Parliament Funkadelic, and I don't know, all. I don't have limits in this.
I have boundaries. I guess that word. We don't want to limit our minds to just one gender. We think that we can play with everything.
It's really cool to even have that type of flexibility in your music, and then to have all those different influences kind of work together, and just kind of create something of your own through all of your own personal like experiences and loves. That's really dope, and it's really like what it is to be an artist. I think taking everything that kind of made you who you are and then giving that out to the world and hoping it has an impact. So we know that Andres, he brought you guys over to the New Artist Spotlight. So since you guys have been here, like what's your experience been like with New Artist Spotlight? Some of your favorite things, like let's talk about it.
For us was a big new world. We are in a community of musicians here in our city, but it's a completely different thing. And what we appreciate of NAS is this kind of things that we can be talking with you without knowing you, and we are from different part of the world and we are communicating. And I don't know, there's an artist called Hellwatch.
Yes.
Hellwatch. That is from German, I guess. Then when I started to listening to him, it was like, oh my God, this blew my mind. And if it wasn't for NAS, I would never know about him. And I think that it's like a big like gate to know other artists that are amazing. And now I don't know, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree, and it's led me to listen to a lot of music that I would never have listened to before, and yeah, it's cool. And I like how you sort of know the people behind the music a little bit more as well, rather than it just being some random band that you've never heard of. That's cool for us, for me and Origin in particular, who just get to talk to all these people in different corners of the globe. It provides some cool opportunities, doesn't it? So we're going to play one of your songs today, and it's not a song off your album. So it's actually coming out on August the 19th. Do you want to tell us a bit about it?
Yes, we have something written down that is the concept, because we don't want to miss anything. Let me see. You have it there? You want to talk about it?
American Dream is not a dream.
Well, the concept of American Dream, it's like a poem. So we want to talk it like that. For us, American Dream is not a dream. It's like an unpleasant nightmare. It's a song that arrived from the anger, from the emotional swindle. And those like us, like the musician, who born under this little gift, which some call art, usually suffer a little bit more this nightmare. Because we don't understand how provoke it, but we know that someone may want to bump us with it. American Dream speaks to the resentful without talent, to those who seek success in the trend and stop themselves. Those who live claiming the dreams of others with hallucinated frowns and childlike cool. To the wolf distinguished as sheep, or rather as lambs. Because these unfortunately colored people don't know how to do anything other than dust, and other times also a lot of smoke. And here we are, resurfaced with a song that gave us back the desire to do and share, because thanks to this piece of art today, we are braver, we are soulful, and more sensitive and a little more empathetic, with those that haven't realized it yet which side of the path they are on. And this is American Dream, basically.
Okay. I think you've given us the most elaborate description of the song that we're about to play out of anybody. So you came prepared. That's really cool. So we're gonna get a song to listen. Would you like to do the introduction?
I think that the introduction of American Dream will be please enjoy and get angry with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us play that. Really loved it, and hope everyone's checking that out. So, what have you got coming up? Have you got lots more singles planned, or are you planning a second album or anything like that? What's the sort of future?
Yeah, we're making a second album right now with Andres. Also, he's a mixing engineer
and mastering too.
And mastering engineer too, and. At the moment, we have nothing to show, but we are working it.
We got the name.
We got the name of the album that we can say it. There's no problem with that. It's Happy Without Your Consent. Happy Without Your Consent. It's able, right?
Yeah.
And it will be about the main topic is like what we always talk, criticize. They imposed it. It's like
with many genres too, funk, pop.
It's a funk, pop, grunge,
rock, progressive rock.
It's like a delirium.
Yeah,
delirious.
Yeah.
So we just got an exclusive right here on the podcast. Only place to get your exclusives right here. So you got to tune in every week and hear these interviews with these artists. But yeah, one question I want to ask you guys, because I'm always interested in knowing, where did you guys' band name come from?
Well, that is a funniest history. Arnold is my stepfather. He raised me, and he also raised lizards, small little lizards that are part of our family too. So one day we were thinking about our original name because we were thinking about, well, lizards, but it's a name that is being used. So we say, well, Arnoldos Lizard. It's something that happened here in my house. Arnoldo. He's the owner of the lizards. Arnoldos Lizard. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's how we decide the name.
Love that. That's cool. So I want to ask you as well, like, what's your experience of being husband and wife and also being in the same band together? And how do you separate it, or do you even separate it, or is it all your spare time going into the band? Like, how does it work?
Rock and roll.
we do.
We rock together.
It's like we share life together, and we live together, and we work together, and it's not a big deal for us. It's something that we start doing, and I mean, when we start dating, 2 weeks later we start living together.
Very fast.
It was pretty fast, but it was a connection that we had, and we still have it. So it's all about enjoying time
When
together.
you know.
Yeah, it's like when we are about to go to sleep. We're thinking, yeah, tomorrow we have to record this and then, and it's like our whole life is about art and music, and that's something that we share.
Are you tempted to break off from the current band and then join up with Andres and a lady friend to form the Argentinian ABBA?
Yes, it's a dream.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Yeah, it's our big dream, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be the blonde one. Our relationship with Andrew it's amazing. He's a good friend of us, so we love him.
He lives 4th Street of our house.
See, from our house. We are
see
neighbors.
you all day.
Yeah.
It's like a brother.
Yeah. We actually love him.
Yeah.
No, I've made it a thing in my head to start calling him Drew, but I've given up on myself doing it because I'm like, oh, it's Andrew. I'm just gonna call him Andrew. No, I'm just gonna call him Drew because it's like so far away from his actual name, but it's still so close to it, and like I just want to bother him. It's like I gotta make myself start doing that whenever I talk to him and start calling him Drew, just to bug him. You guys should do it too. That way, it's just like a thing.
I'll join in on that. Yeah. I might start calling him Andy.
Andy. Yes. No. Now we want to talk about him with the name Naked Man.
Naked Man.
Undress.
Undress.
Undress. That would be cool.
In Spanish, it's desnudo. So we say desnudo Guazzelli.
Desnudo Guazzelli.
Oh, that's good. So I want to ask you guys, so you say you guys do life together, you guys kind of pretty much do everything together. So is there like one of you guys that's like pushing the other person more, or is it kind of everything is equal? Or is there one person's like, come on, babe, we need to do this, and kind of like trying to get the other person to like not be lazy or just...
Yeah. At the beginning, I was afraid to sing. I don't know. I had 2 years of completely nothing. I didn't want to sing. I was too scared of everything that exposed myself to people. And when we first met, he said, "Oh, you sing? Well, come with me and sing." He was like, "About sing."
Sing.
And yeah, he's like the big push. It's okay to say it like that. He's a big push. For me, I think that more him to me, like me to him.
That's cool.
He wake up in the morning and say, we have to record this. Okay.
Obviously.
Look what I'm doing. It's like
Do you enjoy singing now more than you used to?
yes, and that because I have a beautiful group behind, like Andy, like his girlfriend, like Flor, with I don't know, our friends. I think
all the members of the bands.
All the members of the band. Yeah,
we
have a big support of them. So I think really comfy, comfortable with them. Yeah.
Well, when I was listening to you guys, I guess your album, I was gonna say catalog, but I mean it's an album, right? So I was listening to you guys' album, and like the first thing I thought was, who's singing? So that is definitely a testament that you definitely have singing talent. If you're ever nervous about it, it's there. I hear it and I'm like, okay, that you stood out from the song first.
Oh, thanks. I don't know how to describe it. When we started to compose, I started singing, and I didn't realize that I was doing it. It was something that came out easily, and I think that was because he was by my side. So I can talk about that process, but I think I realized that the first concert that we have, and at that time I think I thought I'm in front of this amount of people singing. This is happening. I can regret it, so now I have to sing. And that was all. I don't know.
I can relate to that. I think it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Like when you're quite vulnerable when you're singing, you're giving a part of yourself, especially if you're putting some emotion into the way that you're singing, which I think comes across in your tracks. But that's always the best type of music to listen to as well.
Yeah. It was also because we have the chance of cool show our music thanks to another group of people that we mentioned before, that it's called Plum, that is like a NAS but in Mar del Plata. And then it's a movement of musicians that work together and independence and in an independent way, and it was a really helpful hand for us because we didn't know how to start or where to play, and then organize festivals and
videos
and video recording. And the most important thing is that they care about us, they care of us, and the musicians try to manage everything to make things work for us, because here we are like underrated. Musicians are underrated. Sometimes when we play, nobody paid us.
Yes, here in our country in Argentina, it's very difficult to grow up with art. Music is not.
It's like
so these moments.
We are like used to be paid with pizza and beer. That is a payment. Yeah. And thanks to this group of musicians, to Plum, we reached that. We reached that dream that was okay. Play and felt comfortable and be paid for it. That was what we wanted. Yeah. We want to live of this, and that was like something that was stopping us to grow. And thanks to them, we reached this goal. That was singing public, that was playing public with all the band, and well, it was like a little push up for us.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great to hear. And the most important thing I think with any of this is that you just enjoy it. So yeah, it's good to know that you're loving the ride as well. But I don't know how familiar you are with these podcasts, but I believe it's time for you to face the dreaded new artist spotlight quickfire 5. Do Do you think you could handle it?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We're not afraid.
You can go,
wanna start it off?
Origin. You can go.
All right. What was the first record that you bought that you really loved?
Oh, that's very
Andrew. No.
It's the first one.
No.
I think it was one of Nirvana. I think it was Inutero.
Yeah, that's one of mine as well. I'd put that up there.
Yeah.
By the way, we did forget to mention, but in the Quickfire 5, you only get 15 seconds to answer each question.
Oh, well.
Quickfire.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Inutero, Nirvana.
Otherwise, you're
It's,
banned. Yeah.
Funky Dory, David Bowie.
Love it. Question
What?
2. What is your favorite song from the NAS playlists?
Oh, well, one of Hellwatch. I can't remember the name, but one of Hellwatch, of course, like the whole concept. I love it.
April for Andres Guazzelli. I love this song.
All right. If you could have the voice of any other artist on the planet, whose voice would you have?
Bjork. Bjork voice.
Lou Reed.
Nice. Which band or artist, past or present, would you most like to see live?
Queen.
Well, Pink Floyd. All Pink Floyd.
All right. What is your favorite song of all time?
Full time? Oh, that's a difficult one. Oh my God. I think I would say no. Paradise Lost from Ryuichi Sakamoto.
Hyper Candombe from La Máquina de Hacer Pájaros.
It's an Argentinian song.
Argentinian song.
Well
Progressive
done.
rock.
For progressive rock, I recommend you. It's amazing.
You'll have to send us the
Great,
link.
great.
Yeah, send us the link. And question, is this question 4?
That would be 6, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, is that it done? You've done the quick fire
I think
5?
we done 5.
Oh, well done. You just about scraped through.
There was a question about which artist of NAS we would like to spend one day.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I
I
wanted
feel
to
like
say
that would
with
have been too easy.
I wanted to say with you, Wilko.
Well, yeah, Wilko or
Not you,
Charles
Origin.
Connolly.
Yeah.
Wilko and Charles Connolly.
You guys get familiar with the questions, and then we have to switch them up. That's exactly I expected it. I thought it was going to be Andres, though. That's why I thought it was going to be Andres. That's why I didn't ask.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he'd been paying you. But all these glowing references and the April as well.
He's the mixed and master engineer on our music. Does a really good job, man.
Yeah.
I would love to spend a day with him because he's already like.
Well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming on and for choosing me as the person you'd spend the day with. Which is, of course,
I
my
say the
pleasure.
band, you can't come back.
They don't want you anymore, Origin. You're yesterday's news.
The guests don't like me. I don't know what it's about, man. I'm a favorite. I just show up.
Oh no.
No, we love you, man. We love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
So just before
I think
you,
it's just
Yes,
that I'm
You're
around.
all amazing.
We want to invite you, Origin, in a little part
in
of
our
our songs for you rap.
We almost
Yeah. So
we were about to talk with Andy.
for invite to you,
inviting
our song.
to our song. We have time.
We love you.
All right, well.
You're the chosen one.
Talk to Drew, tell him to get to me, and we'll work something out.
yeah. But for now, it's been great to meet you. Thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody for listening as well. Any final words?
No, thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
Because we are
you.
kind of nervous.
Yeah,
I don't
thank
know
you
if
to-
you can see it, but thank you for this. Because
To
for
the
us,
NAS community.
all the Nazi community,
Yeah,
because
Willjoy with
this is an amazing experience and
Okay.
it's like an amazing opportunity.
yeah.
Like,
Where can people find you on social media?
well, everyone can find us as Arnoldos Lizards in every platform, and Instagram, Facebook, Spotify,
YouTube.
everywhere.
Easy. Right. Everyone, thank you. And we'll see you next time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See
Bye.
you.
New artists